Sounds good. Hey, we want to welcome everybody here to the Evergreen.
Plainsman fans everywhere.
Plainsman.
Welcome to Evergreen Fieldhouse.
This is the Evergreen Fieldhouse. We're going to step aside and let you listen to the announcements, and it looks like we are going to do the national anthem, and we'll come back in after that.
Mountain View Thunders and your Evergreen Plainsmen. We are pleased to welcome you tonight to the Fieldhouse. The Greater St. Helens League and the Washington Interscholastic Association place major emphasis on sportsmanship. The success of tonight's activity depends on the basic expectations of good sportsmanship. Our student athletes recognize that judgment calls by the coaches, officials, and athletes are made in good faith and should always be respected. Spectators can support both of these teams by refraining from derogatory comments and cheers today. We hope you enjoy tonight's contest and support the student athletes in a positive and sportsmanlike manner, and thank you. Now please rise as our band plays the anthem.
After that nice rendition there of the national anthem from the Evergreen Plainsmen's Band, we are here at the Evergreen Fieldhouse where Evergreen Plainsmen are battling the Mountain View Thunder tonight. And right now they are going through the starting lineup for the Mountain View Thunder team here. I'm Rodney Lawrence, Ryan Vassbinder here with EPS Sports. I want to welcome everybody who's joining us tonight on channel 328 Comcast or Xfinity, how you'd say that. Other place, YouTube, and that is the Evergreen School District channel. Go to the streaming section and you'll be able to find the game there. So make sure you share that information with people outside of the immediate area or the folks who just have streaming packages and not able to get a hold of Comcast. So right now we have the starting lineup for the home team. The the Evergreen Plainsmen. So while they're doing that, we'll just kind of talk about it a little bit. Mountain View themselves, they are actually having a pretty good year as it starts out. They're coming into this game 12-2, undefeated in districts. Evergreen coming in under 500 with a 5-8 overall, but 500 in the district. So we'll just kind of see how that's going to play itself out tonight.
Yeah, and what's really interesting is that when these two teams met back at the end of November, it was a close game. Mountain View did come up on top, but they won 49-47. It was a 2-point game, and that was back at the end of November. So important one to watch tonight. Kamara Ross was the leading scorer of that game. She had 18 that night, so certainly want to go ahead and keep an eye on her as Evergreen tries to take the undefeated record away from Mountain View tonight.
Well, here we go here at the tip-off. In the middle, we have Alexis Eccles for Evergreen there, number 3. And that looks like Nita Peterson there in the middle with her here for the tip-off. As we get ready to set this game off. All right, tip goes to Evergreen. They're going to bring the ball up the floor. Quick movement already to the basket, but nice defense there. And ball did not touch the goal, so there's still a shot clock to be concerned with. They're going to kick that ball out to the side. Backs it back out to three-point line. Tough defense there by Mountain View. Mountain View playing zone defense here. Brings the ball, tries to split the defenders, does it, running in the middle, off the glass, and that's going to be a miss. Mountain View comes up with the big turnover. That's going to be Peterson bringing the ball up the floor. Drops that down. Try to step into the key, kick it back out to the three. She's going to take a look at it. Clean look at the three, and that's going to be in and out. Big pass down the take it to the goal. Nice running, that nice block behind the layup there, and looks like we're going to have a fight for the ball. Possession arrow right now facing towards Mountain View. So they'll take the ball out here on the far side and bring that ball up to court.
A big block there by Peterson on the Mountain View side. Now, I'll tell you, if this is anything like the JV game had more jump balls than I've ever seen before in any type of game. I think there's probably about 20 of them. So a lot of hustle with these two schools.
Mountain View running a motion offense. Not a whole lot of movement down there in the paint. Prince getting that ball around the perimeter, trying to just keep moving off screens, and that is going to run out the shot clock. And that is going to be Mountain View's first turnover of the night. Calhoun to Ross. Ross going to bring the car across the midfield, back out to Calhoun. Looking for somebody to get that ball out to. Nice stutter step there for Ross. Calhoun looks at the three, takes it in, but she is going to travel that one. And we still have a 0-0 ball game here. Sanderson breaks into the key after the pass off. She's not able to get the ball. Going to kick it back out. Nice little step into the key. Jump stop jumper. That's going to be a miss off the glass. And Calhoun pulls in the rebound and going back the other direction. Ross brings the ball up the floor. Calhoun dribbles down into the corner. Looking for somebody to pass that ball out to. Takes a look at the top of the key. Kicks it back out to the far side. Down in the corner again. Nice clean look, looks at it, and that's going to be off the glass. A nice little jumper, that's going to be off as well. Evergreen getting the rebounds as they try to come back with it. And this time Ross is going to pick up the foul as they try to poke the ball away. That foul is going to be on Brown, number 23. It's going to be her first and the team's first. Nice little drop to the elbow, turnaround jumper, and that's going to be 2 points. Evergreen on the board first. Looking to pass that ball off. Mountain View goes into their motion defense. She takes a look at this and shoots it. Off the rim, Ross is going to bring that one in. She's pushing the ball up the floor herself. Slows it down. Takes it to the corner, breaking into the paint. Nice job by Alexis Eccles. Not able to get that one down there, but get the rebound by Mountain View, and it's coming back the other direction. Mountain View does a good job kicking that ball out, trying to find the open man. Sees the three, and that's going to be a big miss as the rebound's brought in. Long three by Ross, and she buries it.
Big
and that's
three.
going to put them up by 5 now. Mountain View looking to get the ball out, trying to run their plays here. Evergreen playing real good D here. Shot clock down dangerously close to 8. They're going to get another turnover. Ross pushes the ball up the floor. Stops at the set up the defense. Calhoun drop step right from the edge of the key. That's going to be off the rim. Right now, Evergreen's getting all the hustle points, and that is something definitely that Mountain View is going to be able to have to take care of, which is why they called the timeout.
Yeah, they certainly did. I mean, Mountain View was in the position to box out for that last rebound and unable to come up with it.
Yeah.
And that's, you know, they were there. They got to show a little bit more hustle, a little bit more fight.
Yeah, Evergreen definitely playing the scrappier game here in the first four and a half so minutes of this game so far. So it's interesting to see. Good timeout by their head coach down there to kind of slow things down, get his team refocused. They run a pretty good offense out there, and it looks like they like to run things there through Sanderson, that's been the one we've seen try to take that ball into the key and get some running jumpers. She's also shot at least 1-3, so she's not afraid, and they are trying to definitely run their offense through her. So we'll see how the coaches calm them down as they come back off that first time out of the game. Evergreen steps in real tight on him. Good look at the three, and that ball is going to be off. So Mountain View just having a tough time starting here, trying to find it. Nina Peterson.
She had the
Missed
open
that
look.
by a lot. Had a good look and just was off. Calhoun kicks it out. We have a good look at a three, and that's going to be buried too. Nice shot there, and that is going to be by Wright. Adrian Wright. Peterson now moves, sets the pick. Looking to move around and find herself. Peterson with the look at the three now, and she buries one. So Mountain View on the board now. 10-3 the score. Turnover there by Evergreen, their first one of the night. Going to take it all the way in, and Mountain View, two more.
Mountain View's done a good job. Cut the lead in half with two
Yeah.
quick possessions.
Calhoun to Ross. Ross spins out of it. Looking to get. She gets D'd up pretty tight. Calhoun takes a look. Nice little hezzy step, and she gets herself into the key. But gets tied up, and she is going to get called for the travel. Good defense there.
Good defensive pressure by Mountain View there. Forced a turnover.
Peterson handling the ball at the top of the floor. Steps back, takes a look at the three. Kicks out the pass. That is going to be the freshman right there. Miley Thompson kicks it out for the three. Not able to bring that one in. And that's going to be off Mountain View as the ball goes back the other way.
Mountain View is getting some good looks.
Yeah, they are. The lid's on. They've taken some shots. It looks like that they're used to taking. You know, it doesn't look like they're doing anything outside of what they normally do. Good ball movement. Now looking for something in the middle. It's going to be another turnover as Nina Peterson tries to get that ball down to Thompson, not able to do so.
Yeah, the pass was just forced just a little bit too much. Results in a turnover.
And we got another turnover. And we got a 3-on-2 coming down, but they slow it down. Nina looks for it. Going to be off the glass. Nice rebound there, and that's going to be by Kaufner. Tried to get a little Euro step to kind of get into the key with it. Not going to get that, but she will get the foul. Non-shooting, so they'll take that underneath. And that is going to be the team's first foul. Miley Thompson, jab step, goes into the key, and she is going to get the old-fashioned three-pointer as she gets fouled going to the line. Going to the bucket, I'm sorry. She'll go to the line to shoot for that third shot.
Yeah, fouls on number 21, Maya Calhoun. That'll be her first.
And good comeback off that last time out for Mountain View. They were able to close that now within three here. And Miley Thompson, the freshman, going to the stripe when they get back. You can able to bring this game within 2 if she's able to make that bucket. So 2 big turnovers, fast break points coming back down the other way gets these guys right back into this game, into a comfortable space.
Yeah, I mean, Evergreen started the game out how they wanted. They ended up with a 10-0 run to start the game, and they've given most of that back. And so they're going to want to step up, figure out what was working for them in those first couple of possessions and continue to execute.
Evergreen comes out of the timeout with their original starters. Miley Thompson at the stripe. And she's able to complete it, and that's going to bring them within 2. Full court press here by Mountain View. Good movement, tries to get that ball down to the bottom. They get it. That's Eccles who trying to get that. She misses, and there's going to be a fight on the ground for it. Possession arrow is to Evergreen, so they'll take the ball out underneath. Number 3, Alexis Eccles, down at the end of that fast break, trying to drop step and put that in, not able to do so. Fights real hard for the ball. Evergreen's still with the possession. And great defense there by Evergreen as they smother her. That time, just a lot of fight and hustle down there. Eccles just refused to give up until she finally gets fouled, and she'll go to the stripe to shoot 2.
The foul's going to be on Miley Thompson, her first. Second team foul.
Eccles at the stripe, and that's going to be off the front of the rim. She's going to miss the first of the 2. And that was going to be in and out. Mountain View pushes the ball back up the floor. 3-pointer is going to be off. Rebound by Ross. Evergreen coming back the other direction. So Evergreen comes down there and kind of rushes it as we go into the last 60 seconds of this first half. Evergreen moving the ball around the horn. 3-point shot. It's going to fall short. Hezzy again there by the freshman. She looks at it. Nice little move. That's going to get poked away from her by Calhoun. She almost had her.
It was a good defensive play by Calhoun.
Yeah.
Because she was beat.
Yeah, she sure was
She was
beat.
able to get her hand in there.
Ball at the top of the key, looking for some place to go. Thompson now brings back up to the top of the key. 9 seconds left. So tries to cross her over. Time's running out if they're going to try to get this shot off. No foul as they get that one up, and that ball is going to be let go.
It's a great defensive stand by
Yeah,
Evergreen.
it sure was. It sure was.
To finish the quarter.
So we end this quarter with Evergreen on top by a bucket, 10-8, and we just saw two different teams show here. First 4 minutes or so, all about Evergreen getting the ball down there, hustling on and getting second and third shots and efforts on the offensive end of the boards. And then after that, they a big timeout here by Mountain View to kind of slow down that momentum. They come back out and Evergreen turns the ball over, creates some real easy buckets for Mountain View, and next thing you know, they're back in the game. We're going into this second quarter. They're only down by a bucket.
Yeah. Mountain View's come back great. I mean, you made some great points. You made some great points there, and how they're getting back into this game and how they continue to process their movements and execute their game plan as we get in further into this first half. Certainly not the position that they were expecting to be in. They want to win this game. Both teams want to win this game.
They do.
Right?
They do. All right, well, here we go here with quarter 2. Evergreen on top, 10-8. Here at the field house here at the Evergreen Plainsman High School. Mountain View offense running the motion. Trying to move the ball, crossover into the key, kicks that back out. Good ball movement, good look at the three, and that's going to be a bucket. And Mountain View takes the lead for the first time tonight. Evergreen looking, great defense there by Mountain View as they close in on Calhoun. They're trying to find space. Still looking at Ross, gets a clean look at the top of the key, and she buries that one herself. 13-12.
That's her
Evergreen
second
back
three
on
of the
top.
night.
Yeah, sure is. Thomas looks, steps, she takes the shot. That's going to be off the back of the iron. Calhoun with the rebound. And that ball's going to get taken away from her as it rolls out of bounds. So it will be ultimately Evergreen's ball again. Good hustle then by Sanderson. Looks at the three, decides against it, kicks it back to the top of the floor. Nice step to get inside quick. Nice little jumper. That's going to be off the glass. Going to be off a Mountain View defender. That'll be Evergreen's ball under the basket. Evergreen sets up for their out-of-bounds play here. Kicks that ball out to Alexis Echols. A clean look at the top. Off the glass there for the Plainsmen, and that puts them up 16-11. Nice job there as they push that one down low. Ross crosses over into the key, drops it to Eccles. Eccles kicks it back to the outside. Right there at the thing, looking for someplace to get that ball off to. Ross backs this back out. 11 on the shot clock. Gets the ball, drops the ball right down at the elbow. He's going to force that one in, and she's going to make it. Nice, strong muscle shot there.
Wright did a great job there to go ahead and fight through that.
Yeah, she sure did. Nice little give and go. That's going to be off the glass, but no action there as that ball gets pushed out of bounds, and Mountain View will take the ball underneath the key.
Fatima Uwara checks into the game for Evergreen.
Top of the key is Thompson. Thompson kicks it out to the side. Down to the bottom, there's a good look for Peterson, and that's going to be rimmed in and out. But nice little rebound by Mountain View as they try to go back up with it. One of the few offensive rebounds Mountain View has had tonight. Nice hustle there by Sophia Wright. Brown's going to check into the game.
That foul is going to be on Alexis Eccles. Her first. It's fourth team foul for Evergreen.
Wright is able to make the first. And she's able to put both of them in and brings the score within 3, 18-15. Nice little drop. Alex kicks it back out. Good defense there by Miley Thompson. Ross takes a look at the three, backs it back out. Now she's going to dribble into the key, kick it back out to the corner. And they're going to get hands on the ball there, and that's going to be Brown. Great defense there by Brown as she gets down there in the corner with her and just blocks that shot.
Yeah, that was a big block by Brown. It's going to result in a foul on Alexis Eccles, her second.
So we're going to get a timeout here. Looks like there's a little confusion here on the court. Timeout they thought was called, but it doesn't look like what's going on. So they're going to go ahead and get this started. Mountain View's ball. They're going to bring the ball up the court. Nice job. Goes to the three, takes a look at it, sides against it, throws it across, and she is going to travel while looking to get that ball across court. Now it looks like we're going to get a timeout, and it's going to be Evergreen, a full timeout here. So offensively, we kind of talk about here what's going on both sides of the ball. When you pay attention to what you see down here at Evergreen, Ross, their point guard, seems like she's going to be running a lot of the plays. She looks like she is their big-time shooter from behind the arc and everything. But they do try the plays that they run. They try to get that ball into the paint there, drop it right down into the free throw line, and then try to drop something down there closer to the bucket. They've made efforts to get down there, but the buckets haven't been successful once they got the ball down there. And the majority of their shots are still coming from 15 to 20 feet and beyond.
Yeah, they certainly are. I mean, Mountain View's done a great job defensively. They're playing that zone defense, and they're preventing. They're putting a lot of pressure.
Yeah,
on
crashing
Evergreen.
hard when that ball gets into the paint.
Absolutely.
All right, back on the floor here, Evergreen's ball. Ball movement. They don't get on her. She was right off the front of the glass. That is somebody they're going to have to pay attention to. If she gets hot, they're going to have to keep their eyes on her. Gets that ball down to Miley Thompson. Miley looking for someplace to go. Nice spin move into the paint. She's going to take it all away. Nice bucket there by the freshman as single-handedly takes that ball into the paint for a bucket, bringing them within 1 point of the Evergreen Plainsmen. Right with the ball, nice little step, popper in the key, and that's going to be off. Sanderson tries to bring down that rebound. That ball's going to roll out of bounds. She is now going to be, she's going to be, there's two of them. She's going to be replaced by her sister. Bringing that ball area back to the type of the key, looks to dribble it in, kicks it back to the outside. Pulling the defense, great job, gives the freshman a good look, and that's going to be off the glass. Gets the ball to Rouse. Brown follows her down the court. Wright asks for the ball in the corner, tries to give and go. Ball's going to be missed. Ross now drops it in. That's going to be Echoes. That ball's going to be off her foot. Nice defense there by Brown. Brown pushes the ball up the floor. Catches Miley Thompson. Miley's going to bring this back up to the top and start all over. Saunderson takes a look at the three, kicks it down to Brown. Brown stumbles with it. Not able to get anything out of that as Evergreen gets the ball going back the other direction. That ball was off of Evergreen, so Mountain View's ball coming back the other way. Maya Calhoun checks back into the game. Alexis Eccles checks out. Drops that to the nice, tried to give the give and go. Ross steps into that pass for the turnover. Right, Hezzy in the middle. Nice little popper, 2 points. Looks at it, backs it out. Crosses is over, nice little move. 2 points, that's going to be off the front of the rim there. Rebound Evergreen, coming back the other direction. Ross, nice big three. That's going to be in and out. Good job there by Calhoun to hustle, but that is going to be picked off by the freshman as Thompson brings the ball up the floor. There's a three. That's going to be in and out as well. Calhoun there for the rebound. Two minutes left to play in the first half. And that is going to be another big three that's going to be off the mark. Calhoun gets the rebound, tries to kick it out. Nice job by Ross. That is not going to drop either. Both teams now shooting a lot of threes, but they're not going in for anybody.
They want to, they're just not going.
Yep. Nice little move. Kicks it back out. Mountain View does a nice job of getting that ball, finding their open spot. And these balls are just missing. You know what I'm saying?
They're just missing. They're half in.
You know, good looks, good shots, and they're just falling short here. Sophia Wright, number 14, checks back into the game. Nina Peterson taking the ball out. Nina brings it back up top. Tries to drop it down in the middle.
Good read there by Ross.
Yes. Getting her hands down in the passing lane there. Nice job there. Wright looks to take it, kicks it back out. Good job there by Miley Wright. Tries to fight for that. Good defense there on her part. 17 seconds on the shot clock. Once again, right at the elbow, turns around. Nice little spot for her, not able to complete that. Thompson comes back down with the rebound. They're going to give her a look at the three, and she's going to take it.
Thompson now with 8 for the night.
So that bucket ties it up, 20-20. Ross now looking for somewhere to get the ball. Some movement, picks up the screen by Wright. She pulls the three, and that's going to be off the back of the iron. Another offensive rebound there by the Plainsmen. And another fight for the ball. We got a jump ball. Possession arrow goes to Evergreen, so nice hustle there by the Evergreen Plainsmen.
Yeah, it's great hustle there by Sanfrino Bird to get her hands in there, force the jump ball, keep possession.
Rouse Stecker steps, backs back out of it. Calhoun's faces up, looks at the basket. Now Ross is looking for one shot left. Wright's going to spin into the key, fade away, and that's going to be off the glass. Thompson with the pass out of bounds, trying to get that ball out there. We've got 5 seconds left here. Ross is going to try and get to a point to shoot that. And she pulls that one. No foul called on that one, as it did get a little crowded in there where she tried to pull off that jumper. Oh, it looks like they did call the foul.
Yeah.
So she'll be at the line there. As time runs out, she has time to go into halftime with the Plainsmen on top.
Yeah, that foul's on Miley Thompson. It's her second personal. Ross missing the first one.
And with that, Evergreen is going to go into halftime on top, 21-20. And hey, this is Rodney Lawrence, Ryan Vassbinder, EPS Sports. We'll be right back to start the third quarter.
Hello, I'm Alex Notarte, a senior at Mountain View High School, and today I would like to share with you Evergreen Public Schools' vision for student success. This is the district's new strategic plan. It's a blueprint, if you will, from the classroom to the boardroom, for creating long-lasting success in the classroom and beyond. The plan is built around the goals of belonging for each, success for all.
It's our tagline, and it's a real short and concise way to explain to people what we're about. Making sure that each student feels like they belong in our schools, they feel part of our community. When that happens, good things happen.
The strategic plan is student-centered and equity-driven, designed to make sure students know that they are cared for, seen, heard, and empowered, and that all students will be motivated to learn every day.
We want to make sure students are empowered. We want to make sure students are seen, welcomed, accepted. And so part of that outcome is important because we want to really address the students' humanity. And while, yes, they're here in school every day with us to learn, they're also people who are growing in their identity and growing in their passions about who they want to be in the world. And so creating a sense of belonging is making sure all of our students are really flourishing and thriving and becoming their best selves and full selves.
Our schools are rallying around a set of goals, academic and social and emotional, to help students feel connected to their school communities and make sure that all of our schools are pushing for better academic outcomes. New this year is a district-wide math curriculum being implemented from kindergarten through high school. The math curriculum is just one step in a series designed to address learning areas in need of improvement and set learning goalposts across Evergreen Public Schools.
So cohesiveness and consistency. I want to make sure that students have access to the resources and systems that they need, no matter where they are in our system, to achieve success.
Developed with the input of more than 7,000 participants, many of them students, we are uniting around a common vision to help students become the best versions of themselves and prepare them for their lives after graduation.
If parents were to ask me as a board member why the strategic plan is important for their student, I would tell them that we want the best for every student, which includes their student. If they want a plan that they can help in their individualized learning and help them excel, we're going to make sure that it happens. If there's students struggling, we're going to make sure that we get them to where they need to be. And at the end, when they're done with Evergreen Public Schools and we see them off after graduation, they're going to be ready to conquer their next step, which if it's education, if it's a career, whatever it might be, they're going to be ready to go.
And setting these goals will begin early, making sure students get rigorous classroom instruction at all levels and are pushed along the path to belonging for each, success for all.
Everybody is focused, going upstream, all aligned to that those goals that we have, the strategic plan. And there's not any question about it. It's what's best for all kids.
For more information about the strategic plan and Evergreen Public Schools' shared vision for student success, visit our website, evergreenps.org/strategic-plan.
So I'm going to have the kids come in and the families come in, and they're about to come in right now, and I'm just going to show them what we got, and the kids are going to help take things out of their boxes. Come on in. I invited you to a big deal thing. One of the things I've been sad about is that we don't have enough instruments to be able to do the things in class with everyone having their hands on an instrument. So the first surprise I have for you is from a group called the Ellison Foundation. An entire class set of, who knows what these are? What are they? Yeah, are they normal electric guitars? The ones everyone was fighting over, the little tiny electric guitars. All right, you ready? So this is from Music Aid Northwest. What do you think those are? Yeah, but are they the tiny kind or like real people kind? Yeah. All right, but there's more. Oh my goodness, look at this big old stack here.
Grants such as these are really important to our teachers and our students and our district because they fill gaps in funding that we can't always provide class sets of instruments and larger purchases like this.
I'm very excited to have lots of music fun.
When we're doing folk songs and xylophones, those are great and fun, but that's not music they're doing at home. they're listening to music on the radio, and when they can learn how to play like the music they hear on the radio, they're more engaged overall, and we can take that into songwriting, which really supports literacy.
Thank you, Ellison Foundation. Thank you, Music Aid Northwest.
Hello and welcome to this EPS Inspires Update. I'm Craig Bernbach. Let's talk hope. We all try to be hopeful. We hope good things will come our way, and we especially hope that our children will experience good things. But did you know that hope can be measured, that hope can be learned, and that if we give kids more hope, they'll be more successful in the classroom? Well, at Burton Elementary School, they're practicing hope as a science, and it's paying off.
Hope is the #1 predictor of well-being.
I don't think I've ever seen the school so full before.
We are so excited to welcome all.
Welcome to Hope Night at Burton Elementary School.
It was emotional for me to see everyone there. When Becky tried to talk about hope, I'm tearing up at the side of the room, you know.
So many students and so many families there, and they care about the work just as much as we do.
On Hope Night, the students were proud to show off their work with hope. There was art, there were poems, and there were a whole lot of kids giving lessons about hope to adults.
So, this is like what we hope to be. I said, I hope to be a vet.
And what the kids were teaching their parents is that there's a difference between having hope and making a wish.
A wish is something that doesn't require your action. It's based on chance. It may or may not happen, but a hope is more like a goal because you can do things to actually make it happen.
It's great that the kids were teaching their parents what they've done, because hope is something that we can also teach one another and lend to one another.
To help students make things happen, Burton is working with hope as a science, something that counselor Raina Luchin-Wall first introduced to the school.
So I was in a counselor level meeting with others from the state of Washington, and they introduced Dr. Chan Hellman and his work with the science of hope. And they said that hope was actually not just a feeling, but a cognition, something that could be taught and something that could be learned, and that it would change lives.
So Burton decided to jump in head first. They secured a Hope grant and began educating their entire staff about hope as a science.
Well, I think as we learned directly from Mr. Chan, Dr. Chan, the author of the book, and we learned about the science of hope and really got a good professional development for our entire staff around the science of hope, that helped build some momentum, and then seeing it work.
And it has worked. For the last 2 years, Burton has collected hope scores and compared that data to academic achievement.
When we saw that our students that grew the most in hope also grew the most in reading, and we actually saw the correlation ourselves, that is, it's like the proof is in the pudding, right?
And now students, staff, and families at Burton have proof that being hopeful can change their lives.
HOPE.
Having the belief that you could make your future brighter than your past, and that you had the power to do that.
What's this say?
Hope.
As mentioned in the story, a major way to increase hope is to give students a feeling of belonging. And that aligns a great deal with Evergreen Public Schools' new strategic plan that's just starting to be rolled out. Stay tuned for more details. For Evergreen Public Schools, I'm Craig Bernbach.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Evergreen. Plainsman stands here. We are in the field house where the Plainsmen are entertaining the Mountain View Thunder. Start this game off, second half off. Evergreen on top, 21-20 by a foul at the buzzer, ending the first half. Ross put them on top by 1. Tries to dribble that ball down to the corner. Nice try to be put back there by Brown. Brown unable to get that. That ball's going to get it to Ross. Ross pushes it to the corner to the right. Nice give to Ross. Ross looking again, and she is going to get that ball poked out of bounds. Good defense there. Down there by the paint there by the Evergreen Plainsmen. Going to the front right. That's been the spot she's liked the ball all game. Nice little push off. Not able to get that one to complete though. Big pass down the middle. Clean look, and that is going to be Peterson, who is not going to bring that one in. Alexis Eccles gets the rebound.
Peterson just off tonight. Only 3 points so far in the first half.
Right next to the jab step, kicks that back out, looks at it. Running jumper in the key, and that is not going to be there. Alexis to get the ball, tries to put that back up, but not able to complete the bucket. Clean look at the three right there, and that's going to be off the front of the rim. Right with the long rebound, brings the ball up the floor. Kicks it out to Calhoun. Calhoun looking for somebody else. She's going to get it to Ross. Ross, nice little stop right there, buries it right at the free throw line. Spins in the key, kicks it back out to Brown. Gonna fight for it. Brown does her best to get it into the key. She's gonna get fouled trying to take the ball to the basket. They'll call that one on the floor.
It's on Maya Calhoun, her second.
Nice look from the jumpers from the corner down there. Not able to put that one in. Evergreen brings the ball back up the floor. Nice push out right. Tries to drop that back down into Eccles, I'm sorry. Eccles not able to handle that one as it goes out of bounds. Looks like they did talk a little bit about trying to get that ball down into the paint some more. Doing a whole lot of passing right there to the top of the key to the elbow, kicking it back out, trying to find space to get good looks at the basket. And we're going to get a foul here. Calhoun's going to get, looks like hit in the face, but looks like she's going to be all right.
And it's on Layla Senderson, her first.
Calhoun takes it at the top, looks at the three, kicks it back out. Now Ross gets a clean look, and she is going to get fouled on the three. Something you don't really want to do. She had the look, you kind of just go ahead and let that go. Now she's going to get the opportunity to get three right there in a row, uncontested. So we'll see here. Good touch, is that what rolls in? And not able to get that last one, but right there for the putback is Alexis Eccles. And they're going to end up getting 4 out of this anyway, as they're up now 27-20. Nice little give and go into the key. That ball is going to get handled there by Brown. Brown there to put the bucket in.
It's Brown's first points of the night tonight.
Right back into the Eccles. Eccles kicks that out to Ross. Good, strong rebound there by Eccles as she brings that one and puts it back in. I think that's 4 points for her.
It is 4 for her.
And she didn't score at all in the first half, did she?
No, she missed 2 free throws.
So ball movement, a good look at the three. That's going to be off the front of the rim. Offensive rebound there by Mountain View. Looking to put it back in, and this time she will get the foul there by Eccles. Number 3 is looking, they'll call that on. We'll see if I'm correct. And I am.
That'll be third on Eccles as we're almost halfway through the third period.
We'll see if the coach keeps her on the floor after picking up 3 fouls. Looks like we're going to let her ride it out here for the time being. And Wright only being able to make one of the two. Wright looks, drops it down in the corner, looking to get it in the Eccles. Eccles drop step, nice little bounce pass, trying to get it to Wright. And that's going to be an Evergreen turnover. Oh, looks like she may have got away with a carry on that one, but no flag. And that's going to be out on Evergreen. Should be Mountain View's ball under the basket. Sanders, she carried that one a couple of steps on that fast
I think
break.
so. I think so. She got away with one.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, she did. Nice move there by Brown. Tries to get it off the glass, not able to. Nice hustle job as she goes over the top of Eccles to bring that rebound in. Ross, nice hezzy into the middle, running jumper, and she's going to get a bucket. 31-32 the score. Mountain View wanting to call a timeout. Talk about this.
Yeah, I mean, Mountain View, it's been tough. I mean, the biggest thing, Evergreen's been able to shut Nina Peterson down. I mean,
Yeah.
she's averaging over 14 points a game, and she's only got 3 for the night. And so, I mean,
that's
she's
the
certainly
three-pointer, right?
and it's been a 3-pointer. She's
Yeah.
had a lot of good looks, just nothing has fallen.
Yeah.
On the other side, Kimora Ross is sitting with 13 so far. Sorry, I had to do quick math in my head.
Yeah.
But she's leading scorer on the Evergreen side.
She's leading scorer of both sides right now,
Yes.
isn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she was the leading scorer when this teams met last time back at the end of November. She had 18 that night.
Shooting. Thunder running the motion. Takes it down into the key. Left-hander. She's going to get the foul going to the basket. Maya Calhoun.
It looks like they put that foul on Sefrino Bird. That's her third. Right, 3 for 4 from the line so far tonight.
Miley Thompson checks back into the game for Sanders, number 3. And she's able to make the back end of the 2. Brown's going to pick up Ross as she comes across the floor, drops it in the right. Right kicks it back out. Calhoun decides to go with the 3. That is going to be a big shot. Nice little rebound there by Evergreen. And we're going to have a jump ball, possession arrow in favor of Evergreen, so they'll take this ball down underneath. Right to take the ball out. Looking for someplace to get that ball to. Right, dribbles into the elbow. She's going to stop right there, decides she'll shoot that one. They fell off of her thinking she was going to pass the ball. Good job. 33-24. Tries to cross it, spins into the key. Back again, left-handed, off the glass, not able to get that one to drop. Right now tries to step. She's going to take one dribble. Tries to go back inside. Calhoun down to Ross. Ross, great job on the reverse. Not able to bring that in. Mountain View, Evergreen right back there with the rebound. Now Mountain View's pushing the ball up the floor. Miley Thompson slows it down, backs it back out. Looking to run a play here. Brown down in the corner. Movement on that side of the ball. Big 3, and that's going to be off. Rebound there by Calhoun. Tell you what, the offensive rebounds aren't happening for Evergreen. for Mountain View, and they're not making a lot of shots. They're not getting second effort.
No, they're not. And I mean, at this point, leave Nina Peterson open outside all night long. She just hasn't had it tonight.
Yeah, it sure isn't. Evergreen on the turnover. And the foul, so add insult to injury there on that place.
And that's Calhoun's third. So Evergreen, 3 players with 3 fouls.
And that's 3 of their starters, too. So doesn't look like a whole lot is changing on the bench right now. Nice drive pop. Left hand, that's going to be off the back of the iron. No bucket. Here comes Evergreen. Ross looking at the pull the 3, decides better. Wright looks at it, backs it up again. Calhoun down in the corner. And we're going to foul here. And that's going to be on Layla Senders, number 10. Eccles checks back in. Calhoun's going to take a break. Evergreen now trying to find the open man. Takes a look at the 3, gets covered up pretty quick by Mountain View defense. Nice little drive, nice drop step. And that's going to get the foul and the bucket there for Alexis Eccles, who is kind of woke up this second half here.
Certainly has. It's a 3rd foul on Layla Senderson, as Eccles heads to the line for the +1.
14 fouls for each team. Alexis shoots the 3, buries that one. 36-24 score here. Wright looking for somebody to get that post. Henderson brings it back up to the top, crosses over into the key, pushes it out. A good look for Wright, and that is not going to be there. Brown with the rebound, not able to get that one. Evergreen comes back. Ross comes up, tries to beat the screen as Evergreen. Nice defensive hands there by Wright. Evergreen's ball underneath. Sanders for Sanders on that play. At substitution. 3-pointer, that's going to be high off the glass. But another offensive rebound. They're going to call a foul there on the ground. But, I mean, the story is why Evergreen is on top the way they are is just the hustle on the offensive side. They are just out-hustling these guys as far as offensive rebounds.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. And then on top of that, I mean, Mountain View, they've continued to shoot the 3-ball and nothing's fallen.
Yeah. No, the lid's definitely on for them right now. Right for 2, not able to capitalize on the front end of that. That bucket there, pushing to 37-24. Down to the last 30 seconds here of the 3rd quarter. This quarter's been all about Evergreen. And this is going to be another steal for Evergreen. 2 against 1. Ross is going to take it all the way by herself. Coast to coast there for the bucket. $11 seconds of play, looking for somebody to get that ball to. Looks at the 3, good shot, buries it. Finally, Mountain View able to put a ball in the hole there in the 3rd quarter. I think that's the only 3 they made that entire quarter.
It was.
So the 3rd quarter is over. Mountain View down 27-36. Evergreen commanding lead there, and just the conversation just has to be that extra effort and that hustle for the Evergreen Plainsmen. when they're down on the offensive side of the ball. And then the defense has stepped up.
Yeah, defense, I mean, they've applied a lot of pressure in the paint, and it's forced Mountain View to go outside and shoot the three ball, and they just haven't seen a lot of success.
Yeah,
they had one conversion in the third quarter.
No good looks there for Mountain View. Is just, I mean, they're scrapping down there, trying to find a good look. I mean, that three that they made at the end of that was probably the best look at that three that they've had all this entire half.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
And maybe that, shine a little light on them to kind of see if that's going to kind of open the doors for them and try to get some buckets scored. I mean, Nina Peterson, quiet, super quiet, 6 points.
Yeah, she's got 6 points.
Quarter.
Both come from three-pointers.
Yeah.
I mean, she's made 2 buckets all night. Maybe she's going to wake up after she hits that last one at the end of the third quarter. We'll see. They're certainly going to need her, as they're down by 12 going into this final 8 minutes.
Yeah.
They're certainly capable of coming back. I mean, they were down 10-0 at the beginning of the game. They cut it back down. They tied the game.
Tried to trap, get out of it. Right, nice little job. Gets the ball to Brown. Brown back over to Peterson. Peterson jab step, uses the point, kicks it out. And she's going to take a look at the three there. There she goes again. And that's her second one of this second quarter. Full court press there for the Evergreen. Ross dribbles right through the full court press. Wright looks at it, steps into the key, kicks it back off to the side. There's a good look at the three. And that's going to be off. Miley Thompson looking up the court. And that ball's going to be deflected as Evergreen gets their hand in the lane. Ross takes it all the way into the paint, fades away, and is going to get an and one on that one as well. Nice job there by the point guard, just keeping the ball moving, keeping pressure on the defense there, and just making them have to play her.
Yeah. I mean, Ross beat Miley Thompson there off the dribble.
Yeah, she sure did. She sure did. Nice crossover into there. Righty on the left side, not able to finish. Trying to trap her, able to get her way out of it. Ross is now going to push the ball up the floor. Being played heavily there by Brown. Nice little pop jump. And that ball's going to get blocked by Nina Peterson. And another turnover for the Plainsmen.
Those turnovers are they're going to hurt Mountain View, especially as they're trying to cut this 12-point deficit.
Yeah. Wright takes a look, looking for them to come around. Nice movement there by Evergreen. Nice pop jumper there by Ross. Tell you what, she's becoming unstoppable here right now. Great job, tough defense there by Wright as she steps in on Peterson. Peterson tries that D up. Thompson crosses over. And that foul is going to be on number 10, and that is Fatima. Number 10 gets called for that foul. It's going to put the freshman on the strike there. And she's able to make that one.
Miley Thompson quiet in the third.
Yeah.
Didn't score a bucket.
And 2 buckets here, 2 points here.
She is 3 for 3 from the line tonight.
It's a good look at the three. And that's not going to drop. Mountain View with the rebound. Wright picks it up. Peterson now going to hand that ball off. We get a good look at a three. That's going to be a bucket. Nita Peterson's going to pick up a foul there.
That'll be Peterson's second tonight. He's cut the lead to 9.
Ross crossover dribble in the paint. Not going to be able to get this one right with the rebound. Thompson brings it across midcourt. Comes across to the middle. Brown looks at the three. She's going to take it. It's going to be off the glass, but that's not going to make it in. Drops it down to Eccles. Eccles turn around, misses that. Put back there by Wright. Good bucket. Peterson with a look at the three, and this time she is not going to hit anything as that ball drops out of bounds. Sanderson now checks in for Brown. Good job there on defense on the trap. Looks at the three again, and that's not going to make it. Evergreen brings down the rebound, and it's going to pick up a foul.
It's going to be on 10, Layla Sanderson. That's her 4th.
And we're going to get a timeout here.
I mean, Mountain View, that last possession, they're forcing the 3-ball.
Yeah.
I mean, they had a lane. They had an open shot to the basket. You got to take your easy points when you can get them. You know, you got to cut into this lead bucket by bucket, and you can't get it all at once.
Yeah, they're trying to shoot themselves into this game, and they're going to end up shooting themselves out of this game.
Yeah, yep.
If they don't take smart shots.
Right.
Smart shots.
Right. And a lot of them have been tonight, and they just haven't fallen. But when you have those opportunities where, you can take it to the bucket, you got to take that opportunity.
You got to take it there. It's all about hustle points this game. You know, you come into this and on paper, it's looking like that Mountain View is going to be what Mountain View has been, up to this point. A 12-2 team going up against a sub-500 team. And Evergreen comes in here and just out-hustles them. Fights with the ball, scrappy. Big turnover there. Peterson's going to take that herself, not able to get that one to go. And we're going to push that ball back, coming hard back the other direction. Ross with the ball. Beat up by Thompson. Good job there by Thompson on the steal. Kicks it out, looking for the three. That's going to be Sanderson. And that's going to be off the front of the rim. Rebound there by... Nice little give and go to Wright. And they're going to go ahead and let them play there. Now they're going to get the foul called here. Tough ball there as Wright tries to take that one to the basket. He got beat up pretty good on that give and go.
That's
Here's
Calhoun's
a look
fourth.
at the three. And that's off the front of the rim again. Evergreen with the long rebound. They're going to get this ball to Ross. And that's going to be Sanderson. She's going to pick up a foul too here.
Yeah, Evergreen's best bet at this point, they have to slow things down. Right, they have to possess the ball, run an offense, right? Take time off the clock. You're up by 11, 3.5 to play.
Yeah, and right now the lid's on for Mountain View.
Yeah, yeah.
They're not making big shots right now. Good job getting their hand in the lane. Pokes that out. 21 on the shot clock. Evergreen's going to call a timeout here. Coach definitely wants to talk to them about some things here. So this win will make them above 500 district-wise anyway, which at the end of the day, that's all that really counts.
Yeah, I mean, it would hand Mountain View their first loss in
in the district, yeah.
You know, it's been a fun game to watch. I mean, any time in any sport these two schools play, it's always a battle.
Yeah,
you know, they're just right down the road from each other.
Right. Both teams trying to figure it out. Who's the leading scorer here for both teams?
Well, for Evergreen, it's certainly Kimora Ross. I mean, she's sitting at 20 for the night. I mean, she's the leading scorer for the night, and for Mountain View, Nina Peterson's sitting at 9, and that's the leading scorer. I mean, she normally averages over 14.
Yeah, and they're a late
been a quiet
nine.
night.
I mean, they're a quiet 9.
Yeah,
the 9 hasn't really helped them tonight. Brown looks at the 3.
And that's 23 for Ross.
And that's a deep 3.
That's
She's not afraid to pull it. Looks at the 3, gets into the key with the left, not able to complete that one, tries to do it off the glass. And that is going to be, I do believe, her 5th foul.
And that is 5 for Layla
That is
Sanderson.
5 on, yeah, that's what I thought. That is her 5th foul. So Layla Sanderson fouls out of the game here in the, with 2:58 left to play in the game. She fouls out. She's going to be replaced by Brown, number 23. And that's 25 points right there for...
It's 10 in the fourth quarter alone for Kamara Ross.
Yeah, they have no answer for her right now.
No.
It's Peterson with a look. That's going to be off. One of the few offensive rebounds there for Mountain View Thunder. That ball's going to get picked by Calhoun, coast to coast. And she's going to put that one in. Nice hezzy as she brings it in. Nice run, good muscle move there. She gets down on the left side there by Thompson. Tries to drop that one down to Alexis. She mishandles that one. We're going to fight for the ball down on the floor. Possession for the home team, so it'll be Evergreen's ball. You know, actually, you know what? I just thought of something, man. That possession, it finally moved.
No, it moved.
Yeah, I don't think it's moved for a while.
I don't think it has.
Ross there looks at it right at the top of the key. Going to get trapped. They're going to get that ball to Calhoun. Calhoun D'ing her up right in the corner for the 3. Not able to get that one. Good fight there by Ross and Thompson. Good hustle move by both players. Nobody hurt, nobody fouled. Start that right with the ball out on the side. Minute 41 left to play in this game. And Maya Calhoun takes it to the rack. Nice job. Good muscle there by Eccles. And that's going to be out. On Mountain View, Evergreen's ball underneath. Nice move for Alexis. Kicks it out. Look for Ross. Ross is going to get a hand push.
Ball just taken away from Peterson.
Nice job by Wright. Good bucket.
Wright has 10 on the night.
Thompson looks at the three. That's going to be off the glass, and that's a bucket.
Miley Thompson, 15.
Nice job there by Calhoun, coast to coast. Not touched. Answers to the three. Peterson pulls the three. It's going to be off the mark. Thompson picks it up. And she's going to pull up the three. There's a miss. Evergreen rebound coming back the other way. The call here, 15 seconds left to play. Ross back to the foul line. Takes it all away. Nice little handoff. Just not able to finish baskets here. A lot of points given away down here inside the paint for Mountain View. And that is going to run the clock out as Evergreen gets the win tonight, 58-40 over the Mountain View Thunder, who are undefeated in districts up to this point. So great job, great basketball for this team. Evergreen ought to feel real good about the way they came and played ball tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. They showed up to play. They got the upset. You know, this is a team that they lost to earlier on in the season, and so it feels good to come back and get a win by 18. A big win tonight.
Yeah, that's something to hold on to.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's stuff in the film. I mean, the big conversation tonight is just out hustle and offensive rebounds. That is definitely something that made the difference tonight.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, when the three-point shot wasn't working for Mountain View, they didn't have an answer. They didn't have a plan B, it seemed like.
No, they
and
didn't.
That's what it caused troubles for.
Right. They sure did. Well, great game tonight. Hey, appreciate you guys hanging here with us for our first games of this new year and new season of 2024. Rodney Lawrence, Ryan Vastbinder here. EPS Sports, you guys have a great evening, and we'll see you soon.